Hey, it's Saul Overman. This is another one of our series of quick tips for Lee loaders. Lee loader quick tips. Today we're going to talk about hammers. Hammer is a central part of the system that makes the Lee loaders work. It's what is used to provide all the kinetic energy that's involved in reloading with a Lee loader, including decapping, resizing, recapping, and bullet seating are all done with a hammer. Um, So I want to kind of discuss my experience with them. I started off when I first started doing lead loaders with 357 caliber was my first caliber. I used a hammer similar to this. It was made of wood. That particular one was larger than this one, and it was red and made oak and quite a bit heavier than this one. This hammer, get a weight on it here. Just weights on these hammers. Weighs in at right about 8 ounces, a little bit less than a pound. You can use a hammer like this that's at this weight for cases that go into the dies very easily, or for decapping. It doesn't take much force. You can see though it does wear on the first big red one I was talking about earlier. I finally destroyed it, cracked it to nothing. You can see this one's about to go. All of soft base hammers that I've used up till now, I found wear out fairly quickly. The only one that I haven't tried that I've been wanting to try is a rawhide hammer. Haven't been able to get my hands on one of those. This is a hammer that I bought from Harbor Freight China Tools. It does come with interchangeable. There's one right there. Interchangeable soft face ends on this end, and the different colors supposedly are different hardness. And also comes with a sheet metal cover to a plastic core on this end. You can see that sheet metal is quite soft and it does deform. I have used this hammer quite a bit for seating fairly easy to seat cases in the die and for bullet seating. This hammer doesn't weigh very much either. A little bit over 1 pound. You got 1.1, 1.2 there. It's going to be a little bit light for seating really stubborn cases. The best hammer I've found so far for seating cases is this one here. It's a soft face hammer. It has a soft rubber end on this end that's really no good for anything. This end's quite hard, and it is replaceable, though I haven't found any of the replacement heads for it yet. And this one's pretty beat up and probably not going to last a whole lot longer. It's got some cracks through it, and that's usually about the end of them when you start seeing them crack. It's quite a heavy hammer. This one's going to come in at 1.7, looks like 1.7. Works good for the stubborn cases that are a little reluctant to go in. A little bit more weight and heft to it. I wish I could find the ends to it and go ahead and put one of the hardened ends on both sides, because like I said, the rubber end on this is really not good for anything at all. Metal hammers, metal head hammers. This one I do use for seating the primers. I found that the metal-to-metal contact on the primer seating rod gives a lot of sensitivity and allows you to really judge how hard to hit it to seat the primer exactly the way you want it. A hammer like this, you want to avoid claw hammers. Nailing hammers are hardened and they will wear your equipment very fast. You certainly don't want to hit a brass case with this. It'll flatten and deform it. So these sorts of hammers you want to avoid. Find something else that works for you. So just a little rundown on hammer choices and little thoughts on that, and I appreciate y'all watching. This is Saul Overman saying good night.